As dusk settles over the city, an old apartment building stands shrouded in deepening shadows. The fading light casts long, moody patterns across cracked walls and weathered bricks, hinting at untold stories within. A young man approaches, his silhouette tense and alert, a backpack slung over one shoulder. He pauses at the entrance, eyes scanning the dimly lit hallway before stepping inside. The air is thick with anticipation, every creak and distant sound amplifying the sense of suspense. In this cinematic moment, the building itself seems to hold its breath, waiting for what comes next.
In the dim glow of scattered light, a young man finds himself alone in an empty apartment. Dust hangs in the air, illuminated by sharp beams that pierce the darkness. Each glance around the room reveals unfamiliar corners and silent shadows, amplifying his sense of unease. The silence is heavy, broken only by the quiet hum of anticipation. He stands motionless, his nerves on edge, uncertain of what awaits him in this new and unfamiliar place.
Of the dimly lit hallway, a young man pauses, his hand hovering just above the surface of a locked wooden door. The door is scarred with peculiar scratches, their origins unclear and unsettling. Shadows flicker across the walls, casting an eerie glow that deepens the sense of suspense. Every detail in the scene suggests that something unknown lies beyond the threshold. The silence is heavy, broken only by the faint sound of his breath as he contemplates what might await him. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, drawing the viewer into the unfolding mystery.
The young man finds himself unable to sleep, staring at the ceiling as moonlight spills across his room in deep blue hues. The silence of the night is thick, broken only by his own restless breathing. Suddenly, faint footsteps echo from behind the wall, each step deliberate and unnerving. His body stiffens, heart pounding as the sound grows closer. The atmosphere shifts, charged with a sense of dread and anticipation. Shadows seem to deepen, and every creak in the darkness amplifies his fear.
The man finds himself alone in a dimly lit hallway, the silence broken only by his rapid, shallow breaths. He clutches a flashlight, its beam quivering as his hands betray his anxiety. The darkness around him seems to press in closer, amplifying every creak and distant sound. His posture is rigid, every muscle tensed in anticipation of what might emerge from the shadows. The scene captures his fear with striking realism, highlighting the vulnerability and uncertainty he feels in this unsettling moment.
A young man stands before an old, weathered door, his hand trembling slightly as he fits the key into the lock. With deliberate care, he turns the key, the sound echoing in the stillness. As the door creaks open, a rush of dust billows into the air, each particle catching the light in a mesmerizing dance. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation, every movement heightened by the silence that surrounds him. He hesitates for a moment, peering into the unknown beyond the threshold, uncertain of what awaits him inside.
Stepping cautiously into the concealed chamber, the young man is met with an unexpected sight. The room is barren, its surfaces coated in a fine layer of dust that hints at years of abandonment. Dim, atmospheric lighting casts long shadows across the space, adding to the sense of mystery. On one wall, an aged mirror hangs, its glass clouded with time. The man pauses, his expression uncertain, as he tries to make sense of the strange and forgotten place he has discovered.
A young man stands before an aged mirror, his eyes fixed on his own reflection. As he moves, he notices something strange. The image in the glass does not immediately follow his actions. Each gesture is echoed with a slight delay, heightening a sense of unease. The room grows quiet, and the air feels thick with anticipation. The lagging reflection hints at something beyond the ordinary, inviting questions about what might be lurking beneath the surface. This mysterious atmosphere leaves him both curious and apprehensive, unsure of what the mirror might reveal next. A young man stands frozen, his breath catching as he stares into the mirror. To his horror, the reflection does not mimic his movements, but instead acts on its own, twisting and shifting with unnatural precision. The air grows heavy with tension, each second stretching as the boundary between reality and illusion blurs. Shadows deepen around him, amplifying the sense of dread that grips his chest. Every detail in the room seems sharper, more vivid, as if the world itself is holding its breath. The unsettling realization settles in. He is no longer in control of what he sees, and the reflection may be more than just a simple image.
He turned around slowly. His heart felt like it was going to burst out of his chest. This person standing in front of him was himself. The same face, the same eyes, even his breathing was the same. He took a step back. His mind couldn't believe it, but his eyes didn't lie. At that moment, he realized this house had never been empty. This room had never been quiet. This door had never been an ordinary door. He hadn't lived here alone in years. That was all he could think. The figure in the mirror smiled slowly. This smile wasn't human. This was the smile of something he had been waiting for patiently. And finally, he asked fearfully, "Who are you?" But the answer didn't come in words. The answer was in the silence. The answer was in the darkness. The answer was inside him. In that moment, he realized the most terrifying truth. When he entered this house, he didn't come to find something outside. He came to escape from himself. Some doors lock from the inside because that's where the truth we try to hide lives. He escaped from the truth, but the truth never escaped him. The light went out in an instant. The room fell silent again, and the phone screen slowly faded. And before it disappeared, the last note said, "You were never alone." Because sometimes the biggest secret is we ourselves.